how like legendary it is. We have, like I already said this, but I want to say it on camera. Like we have the best samplers, producers, and engineers out the 630 in this area right now. For real. Like that's a whole generation of talent right here on this couch. I don't know what I'm saying. I got 4 hours of sleep last night and it's showing. Anyways, I want to go to, so like I met you freshman year of high school, and I actually started rapping because like I was promoting MKTP and stuff like that. And I was like, because like you'd send me Facebook ads or Facebook like promotions, you'd be like, share this. I forget which track it was, but it was whatever you guys would put out in like 2014. And I was like, I gotta push these guys gotta be heard, man. This is my neighborhood, you know? So like how did MKTP come together? Like how did that?
I guess just like through necessity. Like I knew I wanted. It's like the same concept for why I started making beats. Like I didn't want to have to go through joining a group and like having someone try to put influence on me creatively, and I didn't want to have to like I don't want to rap on YouTube beats, so I'm gonna like make those beats. So like I don't want to have to like be told what to do by a group, so I'm gonna like try to make the group, and then everything else just kind of like came after that. Like just like the want to be like in something, but have control over it, you know?
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, I want to actually say, because I didn't say this on camera yet, I am Blake Shepperd, moderating. You know who I am. I'm on the channel all the time. This is Bruce Bambino. We have Ronnie Pipes, Grizzy Grime, and Travis Hendriiix. Some of the best I work with right now.
Can so be like fake applause influence.
Right here. Yeah. Also, shout out LB Supreme G, who didn't make the.
Shout out, boy.
Yeah, V3, all them guys, bro.
Yeah, Big Al.
Shout out. Yeah.
Al's here in spirit, though.
Yeah,
always. Yeah. I want to move down the line and talk about how you guys all started working together.
I mean, I originally met Dave in high school, too, but I wasn't trying to rap with him. I didn't even like rap, to be honest, really. I was a metal kid.
Yeah.
So then Dave was like, I rap and I listen to Death Grips. You know what that is? I was like, no. And then he played Death Grips and I was like, I fuck with you, dude. You're a weird guy. and then years went down, and then we had a band called the Bebop Groove that was like this weird like metal, jazz, rap, reggae. It was like we tried to like make a Death Grips type band with just like so much different influence, and it had no direction. And it was still a cool thing. Like we had a couple shows at Reggie's, and they were popping off low key. But yeah, no, they
You won this battle of the bands.
We did win the battle. We won the first round. We didn't win the second round. But it was all just like crowd applause, and like our people weren't loud enough. And I'll never forget them for that. Anyways, no, then that like stuff fell through with that. I was playing drums with that. I wasn't even like rapping or anything, and like I would play bongos and stuff, and our buddy Phil was in that and all that shit. And Phil's a big part of MKTP too, even though we don't really see him that often, but he's still a homie. I would all the years at his house. Yeah, all the years at his house back in the day, it was like the building blocks of what is MKTP now. But then I just tripping. Who did I tell this story to the other day? It was one of these guys in here. I don't remember. But we were outside smoking. I was talking about how I started rapping with Dave, and we were like just tripping on L. And then we were supposed to go skate, but then it started downpouring. So we're sitting in the backyard of our buddy's house while it's just downpouring, just like talking. And yeah, and it was just terribly made. Just holes were leaking. It was just like pouring right on us. We were like crouched together in this little baby ass corner that was dry. It was definitely a weird time. But,
cinematic low point.
Oh, for sure, dude. If only the 507 cameras would really capture that. That's like fucking Oscar worthy shit. It was deep. But we were just talking about life and stuff, and then I forgot I think somebody had told me like I rapped a Puya verse like along with it because I used to really really fuck with Puya. And they were like, you should start rapping, and I was like, I don't know. And then I told him that when we were tripping. He's like, you should start rapping, and here I am now.
Yeah.
So
it's been like a legit fucking experience seeing like you guys develop too, And like the building blocks are so interesting too. Like even I can see in like your style, there's consistency there. Like I could go back to the first MKTP tracks I listened to, and like there's still like the same like passionate energy put into that style. It's
we've
pretty
just learned so much throughout the journey, I guess. So it's really cool though.
We're still learning so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out fucking Travis, dude. I'm trying to literally put that engineer right on my resume, dude. Man, I've known this man for like 3 months, gone to 2 different states with him already. Just like
For real.
going crazy.
That's the real I've met in the last 10 years easily.
Yeah. Grizzy, man. Yeah.
Yo.
Here's the thing about Grizzy, man. You weren't like the original like wave of MKTP that I knew, but I actually found your music before they introduced me to you, because I was on SoundCloud. Yeah, I was on SoundCloud and I was working with MC Cash, formerly MC Honorable, out of Joliet, and they have like a whole crew down there with like Chris Creations in them. But he was like reposting stuff, and I see this song come up like it's called like Come Alive, and this is like circa 2015. And I hit play on that. I'm like, oh, okay, Grizzy Ground. That's a good ass name too, by the way. And then
appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't think I met you in person until last year at that show.
Yeah. Officially.
Yeah, but like every time I have like worked with you and been around you, like you continually impress me. I understand why these guys fuck with you, bro.
It's crazy how I met everybody here, as far as like MKTP, me and Bruce and everybody's wild story. So shout out to LB, man. He's not here, but I met LB first out of everybody in the group randomly at COD. I had was doing music classes, actually doing recording classes for engineering, because believe it or not, I was going to school to be an engineer at first. So that's how my story of music started. I was engineering a lot, self-taught and shit. I was like, let me go to school for, could do music, meet people. So get to class, and I see, I had dreads at the time, dreads like down to here. LB had dreads at the time too. LB, man, dude, he went through so many phases, bro. So like, he walks in the class. I'm like, yeah, this guy looks interesting. Let me see. We talked to him. So, you feel me? Like, so we literally, it was me. You called him Predator, bro. Hey, next movie, bro. LB, I got some dreads, bro. Get some, I give it to you, bro. But yeah, so literally we were in the back of the class. He was right there, our homie. It was literally 3 of us, bro, and like literally that whole semester we were just vibing. So when I officially met these guys, actually, shout out Phil too. Phil had put together like a little show. It was like I remember Foyle was there. There was like a bunch of people. It was like a little garage. It was like a garage show. And like,
shout out Foyle too. Advocate, formerly known as Foyle.
Yeah. But went to this show, and that's when I finally met them, because LB's he's repping MKTP hard. And I was like, all right, let me pop through. Werewolf too. I was living with my guy Armani Devon at the time, so we popped up at the show, and ever since then, Bruce was like, yeah, pop out to the show. We doing something at Reggie's. You might as well slide through and spit. I'm like, all right, bet. So ever since I've been going to the shows, he's like, you want to be part of the group? Yeah, bro. At first, it took a while, bro, because like like loyalty is definitely something. When me and Armani, we had this thing called 25/8 going, so we was doing that for a little bit. Then like it's still on the way. It's like 4 or 5 years in the making, bro. It's so crazy to say, but yeah. But eventually, joined MKTP after doing like few of the Reggie shows, and ever since then, it's just been solidified. Then last year is when I finally met you, and it's just. The progression is there. Everybody, every key, like every member is a key piece. Everybody brings something to the table, whether it's engineering, whether it's just producing, or a combo with that. Visual arts, MKTP is like it's a brand itself.
Yeah, and like you said, how we're like coming together, and we got so much talent on the board. Like we didn't have I wanted to fit everybody. It'd be overwhelming, but we got a lot of people behind the camera right now. That we're gonna shout out to. Yeah, can you turn the camera or no? Yeah, just give him a good pan of the room here. We got Rosoidier, we got my boy Daniel, we got John there, and we got Steven in the background. We got a ton. The fact that we have all this talent right here, somebody out of this group is gonna pop first. and it's just a matter of time because there's just way too much talent on the board right now. Let me get to Travis because I don't know how I didn't know this guy existed for the past 6 years.
Yeah,
And out of nowhere, I'm like, what? This guy's got something going.
I
What?
feel like we were the type of people that like you were at a party or something and you would leave and then I would walk in.
Probably.
For 6
probably.
years, 8 years of our life, yeah.
Yeah, so Travis, you went to Downers North, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so literally on the north side of town. And when did you start working on music?
My freshman year, so probably like 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
were a little
started
guy.
working on.
You were a little
Yeah.
guy, learning cursive, and I'm out here like learning how to make a sliding bass.
But how and when did you get involved with Bruce and everybody on the south side?
Definitely. I met LB first. We had a middle school class together called Success Plus.
Yeah.
And it was for the bad kids that didn't want to do their homework and stuff. But we really clicked. He was on the basketball team, and I was just just hanging out, trying to make music, kind of like I was walking my dog and like rapping to myself, trying to figure out if it's something I want to do. And then Laurel, I didn't even know he made music until like probably like midway through high school. But one day I was walking down the street, just hanging out. I'm just doing my thing, and Bruce in a tree, just hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, you make rap music, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Me too. You should check me out." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm gonna be the next Kanye. You heard it here first." From a tree, like, and I'm like, I believe you, dude. So like, ever since, like, it's definitely been a mission. I got to meet him recently. Grizzy, I've known Grizzy for a while, but we only meet each other in high stress scenarios. Like, it's never. Yeah, it's just a little like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, "Oh, the dreads are gone. Like, time is really fucking passed." Like,
He pulled up and I was like a whole like, oh, he didn't say nothing. He just like, "What's up, guys?" He didn't loud them all up. I'm like, they don't casually talk to me like that. Like, I know where they at. Bring them, let me see the bag.
yeah.
Put it back.
So projects. As far as projects, like I'm working on a project with you in this second.
Yeah.
Like we're literally gonna walk down the hallway and record in like 15 minutes
Yeah,
here.
we're doing the 2-for-1 real quick.
Yeah. So we'll make our way back here. Like Grizzy, just like talk about what you're working on right now. I know.
I'm not allowed to say
Shout out
anything.
Third Eye. Talk about Third Eye. Sorry, bro. Talk about Third Eye. Yeah. Talk about what you got going on with that.
Got a recording, production, media of every content possible that we could do. Kind of like what you guys are doing here at 507.
Yeah.
Much love to these guys. Definitely inspirational. You guys are showing me definitely a path on where I want to go, where I want to see these guys go, where I want to see these guys go, stuff like that. But really, we're just like, opening up a studio. Just got one in Chicago on the north side. Just got that started. Only one of them has been inside of the new spot. But yeah, it's going to be a bright future for everybody.
Is there like a ETA on that?
The 1st of April is when rent's due, so
Okay.
that's the day I'm planning for.
So April 1st, pop into Third Eye Production. We'll
Yes,
take
sir.
care of you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Anything of your needs, smoke weed or sit on the couch, take a nap. John, you could take a nap. But yeah.
Yeah. Good shit. Absolutely. Now, before I fucked up as an interviewer, I was asking Grizzy what he was working on, what he's got coming up, projects, anything of that matter.
Projects. Yes. So, I got an album coming out on the way. Still on the working process of it. Space and McGrady project. Yeah, you got that. I'm working with Travis on that one. You feel me? So, engineering all that, also produced by moi. Yeah, man. This album for me is transformed. It transformed from something it's totally different back then because literally it started as Space and McGrady's my producer name and shit, and literally started as beats I was trying to give out to rappers like to rap on, and I was getting like everybody's fucking with it, but I was getting no like response to it. I was getting like fed up, like fuck, I want to do this. You feel me? I want to get the as far as like producing side out there because I got like beat tapes like nobody knows about on SoundCloud. You feel me? If you find that shit, it's like gems.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
I
So
seen 'em, yeah.
that literally turned from that into like, fuck it, I'm just gonna rap on my own beats, which I should have been doing for a while, because I'm weird with it. When I first started producing, I ain't like rapping on my beats. I was able to give them to other people, but I ain't like, for some reason I ain't like rapping on it. It took me a while to get used to it. Like I was telling Travis, I was talking to somebody, I think it was John last night, finding the pocket. Once you find that pocket for yourself, it's like real crucial. You know, it's definitely key.
This man has found his pocket.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Best freestyler I know. Like, best rapper. That's for real.
Yeah.
For real.
You guys. Shed tears. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh shucks.
Shucks, guys. But yeah, man. So ETA for that, I would say. I say like summer, in the summer, possibly,
In the
maybe.
summer.
We gonna see. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be this year for sure. So
Oh, we'll have it posted up. Oh, by the way, we have a portion of CC Wired where we plug release dates and event dates. So if you guys ever have like anything coming up, albums, projects, like let us put that on every week so people can see it.
that's what's
Yeah.
up. How about your
Yeah,
project?
yeah. Ronnie Pipes project's coming out very, very soon.
Yeah, real. It's a lot sooner than. It's like coming up like out of nowhere. It seems like, and like we're like diving into the mixing process more with Travis here. But I still don't even really know have a name. But I think it's gonna be called Stillwater. But it's all like the songs are all like really reflective shit. So it's all like self-reflection. But it's also all self-produced, which I think, a side note, is really cool because you'll hear each one of us say that everything we make is all self-produced, which is like, I just have a lot of respect for other people and us, especially because we keep it so in-house and like our energy is just unmatchable when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my tape I hopefully will have released by the 23rd of April, which is my birthday.
Okay.
Big 25. Yeah, I mean, Bruce is on it. Grizzy sadly is not on it, but he can be.
You can be.
I'll squeeze you on there, dude. Or there's gonna be, but I'm making a lot more. Like it's been weird since I've had these songs done for a minute, like a couple months, and like I feel like it's been hard to create like newer shit because like I don't know if I'm like trying to stay in that sound, like that tonal range of like how that sound is, or if I want to like experiment more. But the newer shit that I've been making recently is like a little darker and like more groovy. So I think I've like found my pocket when it comes to that necessarily of what my next idea is. So it's cool to like have this on the way and then have more music like ready to just bounce back out into the world once things pick up traction.
Yeah, how do you go from like a drummer and like a heavy metal head to a dude that's making full rap albums? How does that
I
happen?
have a quick comment about
Yeah.
Ronnie Pipes. He's my favorite. I'm sorry, y'all. He's my favorite out of the group just because his evolution. When I first met this man, like, he legit did not rap at all. Did not rap at all. 0%, bro. And beats, bro. Like, man was strictly drums and, you know, periodically would do harmonica, beatbox. You feel me? So, like, his evolution is immense.
It's
bro.
crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, that's so much help. I appreciate that.
Given the amount of time it was. That's the
Yeah, but I mean, and all the influence I get comes from y'all primarily. So it's like it's all give and take, and it's like same. We can talk. I could give props to everybody individually like all day, no problem. I'm not gonna do that, but that's
Yeah.
But the drumming aspect I feel has added a lot of inspiration to not only my beats with like how the drumming. It's obviously all very drum forward. I use a lot of percussions and like fucking different perks or like different like snares and hi-hats and whatnot. But it also helps with like the flows of shit because at first obviously like I never rapped before, so I didn't understand other than like fucking Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park, let's say, like that was like the only real rap influence I had growing up. Yeah, dude, 100% Pain or whatever. Yeah, that song's a jam though. I'm not hating on Mike Shinoda, dude's a great artist, but that's not the rap that I was trying to like go for. Oh, dude, come on. I was in 6th grade. Of course, I was in Hollywood Undead. But it helps with the flows because a lot of the patterns of, like, let's say fills in between, like, drum grooves, like, are, like, real, like, choppy, like, triplets or quadruplets or something. So, like, those fill patterns kind of, I just, in place of drums, I place words there. So instead of da-da-da-da-da, it's like, fucking you bitch in the bed. I don't know, some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. It's a cool transition, and I I definitely feel like it's a unique thing because now I don't know many people that are in. Because I'm also in a metal project too. I'm in a metal band. Shout out Soluna that I play drums for, and those guys are all crazy musicians and are like the most technical people that I've met when it comes to that style of music. Amazing, but it's a crazy line because I merge the two worlds together so often, and everybody fucks with each other so heavily. So this is cool. This is cool.
You said April 23rd?
April 23rd, Friday, April 23rd.
April 23rd, and it's Stillwater is that a final name?
It's a demo name.
Tentative name.
Stillwater, maybe.
Possibly unnamed record by Ronnie Pipes.
Self-titled, Ronnie
Yeah,
Pipes.
self-titled.
Ronnie Pipes.
Yeah. April 23rd. Bruce Bambino just dropped a project. I listened to it first day it came out because I had to. I was telling Travis I think Revamp is my favorite track.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a yeah.
You
You good, bro? Yeah. I think what I like most about your beats, and again, another shit I said off camera, but like people need to know, you know, you create atmospheres with your beats. Like, not everything's a pattern. It's like a worldly experience.
Okay.
Like you're walking on these drums, and then out of nowhere you get like a Koopa like fucking fly out of the air, and then it's gone, and then you never see it ever again. So,
Fuck yeah.
and like usually like in hip hop, like the classics, like it's just drum cuts. This consistency, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yours, like there's like these unique factors to it. Like where does that come from? Is it just like
Honestly, it comes from just like I say that I rap, but like I don't listen to much rap. Like at the end of the day, like I more or less like am constantly like studying. It's like a gift and a curse because like I know a lot of music, but I don't like listen to a lot of it recreationally. I'm very like when I listen to this stuff, I'm very emotional about it and like very physical about it, and if it like doesn't evoke some emotion or physical reaction about it, I don't really listen to it. So like that just goes for everything. So like the stuff that I like try to make, it's very like I keep that in mind, and like just to, like segue it, I watch a lot of movies, and like the end game for me is like scoring stuff. I really want to like be in the room when a movie's being made and like help decide the soundtrack and make the sounds for it, because I feel like that's like where my bread and butter is, like being able to picture something or make something that sounds like it needs something, you know, like a visual behind it. So like I couldn't even tell you like where it comes from. It's definitely like a gut reaction to hearing stuff. Like I'll hear things and I'm like, nah, and I can't even touch it like sample wise or sound wise, but then there's other things where I'm like, yeah. And you can kind of like tell when I have the beats that I like that I choose to rap on, they definitely like, I call them like my little Tarantinos, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like they hit like in that way. And Homebody, I like that just like throughout it, because every different type of person I talk to has a different favorite song off of it. And like you saying you like Revamp like makes sense for the music you make, and like I feel like
got me figured out?
it's like I made that album as like a very like vulnerable piece of like what I was doing, and I wasn't making it for anyone but me. So like the first song sounds completely different than the third and everything else throughout it. So like there's not one song that's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is like what this album's gonna sound like. So that's what I was kind of trying to go for, because it's like a collage kind of concept. But I don't know, like that's it comes from the ether, to answer your question type shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are we close on time? Okay. We can just end on some closing thoughts. Like, first of all, like, again, I already said this, but like, it means a lot you guys came out here, because like I'm really trying to build something out here. Like, and being like a 14-year-old kid, seeing like MKTP like try to build a scene.
Yo, shout out
Just
Blake.
thought that was dope as shit, man.
You were on
So
stage
that-
crew or what? Were you?
I was on, bro. Yes.
Yeah, I used to do plays in
I was-
high school like hard. I was a heavy thespian guy. I was Oberon, like what was it, King of the Fairies and Shakespeare shit. Like I was really out here doing plays, and Blake would be back there like helping build sets and shit. He was the coolest, most enthusiastic person back there, and I was like, I fuck with this kid, bro. I fuck with this kid. And like eventually I started rapping at the assemblies, and like, you know, then everything kind of like formed, and like since then, like, he's been a consistent enthusiasm that, like, reassures me that, like, you know, something I'm doing is dope. So, like, much appreciation to you on that front, too, bro.
Yeah.
Much appreciation.
The other day, I was actually thinking about in late 2017, I like sent you some of my beats, and they were like very, very rough editions.
Oh, dude, I think
everything.
I was working when I peeped them low key. I remember that.
And I sent them to you, and I was like, let's try to work. Like, this was before I knew how EQ worked. Okay, this is very early on. Okay. Like, I had just gotten out of high school, and, like, I like doing music. I like sampling. I started off as a sampler. I'd take beats I thought were cool, and then I'd take, like, a couple keys and then loop them and then try to find another sound. Sounded like trash most of the time, but it was, like, a start. You know what I'm saying?
You were making a lot more than other people were, bro.
Yeah, and then when I moved out here, or let's get back to the, like, garage story. I pull up, and Ronnie's in there, and you were there. Was it LB there, or was it? It might have been just you two.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels house.
I think it was your place. I think it was in Willowbrook.
Was it Asian Jake's house?
Probably. Maybe. Definitely wasn't my house.
Okay.
The house I live in now would be the only house to like have events like that.
Dude.
All right. Well, either way, I came up, and then I played some of the beats. And you, I remember you turned to me. You're like, and this resonates different with me than it did at the moment. Yeah. You turned to me. You're like, so these are like rough versions, right?
Oh, no.
And I was like, at the time, I was like, yeah, we're still working on this. Yeah.
Yo.
And now that I know what it sounds like and stuff,
Dude, I'm a no bullshit kind of person.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, and it's always constructive type shit. Like,
exactly.
So, you know, I'm never gonna put somebody down, but like, you know, you gotta come to me with some clean mixes. You know what I'm saying?
For
like,
real.
you're like that's just like just from being in this industry, especially. Like, we were working with ASAP Ant the other day, and like a lot of people are like rude as fuck and like have no patience for any sort of like unprofessionality, I guess. So like I'm blessed to have the people that called me on my shit that I wasn't doing all the way, like in a straightforward way, because you don't want to be surrounded by yes men type shit that are like, oh yeah, these are good, dude.
Yeah.
And you leave and they're like,
This is great.
what
This
the
is
fuck
fire,
was that?
dude.
Like, you know. So,
Yeah. Some of these.
You know.
Yeah. When I moved, I'm gonna tell this story, and then I want to have you guys give like final thoughts, because I kind of talked a lot. When I moved out here, I didn't have any contacts or anything, and I put together this very, very rough tape. This is like summer 2018. And I put it out on SoundCloud, and I was like trying to market links. I was just shooting links at people, and usually nobody responds, you know, because it's a very like janky way of marketing. But like the few people that did respond, they're like, "Quit. This is ass." And like you spend a lot of time on it. You're like, okay, that kind of hurt. So then you take a look at it, you're like, yeah. And then you compare it to like people that do this for a living. You're like, yeah, like I need to fix this. So that changed a lot for me. But as far as everything going on right now, like it's all a manifestation. I'm happy you guys made it out here. And that's my final thought. And then I want you guys to just, hold on. Oh, no, don't.
End on me.
Oh, it ended?
It's about to.
Like a final thought or something I might have not said. Yeah, just
So I guess
yeah.
Since Homebody's out, there's not like anything on book that I'm releasing soon, but there's like a lot of music recorded and to be discussed about when we're dropping it. I guess one thing that we can say is coming is this summer there'll be a MKTP group tape. It's already done, but just needs to be mixed and like kind of hashed. Maybe add a couple verses, get a few other members on it. But that's something that I can actually speak on and say that's coming out. So we don't know what the name of it's gonna be yet, how many songs or when exactly, but it'll be summer. 2K21. That's all I gotta say though. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's commented on these mics yet though, but these are clean, dude. This guy, like, I feel like I'm like. Thanks for watching Channel 507 CC News.
I told him when we were buying mics, I'm like, we got to get the boxes and put stickers on them, man. We can't just have normal mics.
Nah, yeah, you guys are killing it. I mean, that's we're just, you keep thanking us for coming out here. I just thank you guys for having us out here. Shout out to Travis for buying the place. Like, getting it under his name, trusting us enough to like travel with us like this, and just to be in a room with like-minded individuals for more than 5 hours, fucking for 2 full days now. You know, it's like, it's crazy just feeling the energy of each individual person, and now hearing everybody's bars on different types of tracks and freestyles. It's just super cool to be actually like with the vibe. Like we talk about creating this vibe that we speak of so often, but to see us like actually living it out and actually being a part of it and having everybody in it with us is just really good feeling, you know. So I just fuck with everything and all you guys so heavy. I'll drink to that.
I'm just gonna say manifest anything you got going. No matter if you're an artist, engineer, digital artist, you feel me, podcaster, go full 110% with that shit. Cause I'm very lucky to know these guys. Very lucky to know everybody in this room right now. You know, just off the fact that I've talked to one person. Literally talked to one person, LV. You know, and put me in this situation to make music with all these, you know, creative mind, like-minded people. So manifest, that's all what it is, man. If you have an idea, that idea could be a seed. That seed can turn into a whole fucking tree if you tend to it right. So that's my last words. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go off of that. My last words are pull up when the opportunity presents itself. A lot of people complain that nobody's listening to them, nobody's giving them a chance, and it's because you guys didn't go. You didn't show. There was shows. We sent text messages, emails, phone calls, all sorts of things. We're here. Everybody who's here, you guys pulled up, and now look at this. You know what I'm saying? Now the next time, and the people you'll meet from the people you just met, and further and further. Pull up. Stop complaining, and just do it.